For this one, we're going to learn about the Slocum, Texas massacre, and it is a rough one, so viewer discretion is absolutely advised. This event was a sad combination of white anger fueled by insecurity and envy, racist attitudes that contributed to a violent mob mentality, as well as a history of lynchings with known participants that, as usual, were not held accountable. The 1910 Slocum Massacre in East Texas officially saw between 8 and 22 black people killed. However, the evidence reflects that the casualties are likely 10 times more than what was reported. Unlike most Texas communities in the early 20th century, the unincorporated town of Slocum in southeast Anderson County was largely African American, with several black citizens doing very well for themselves, owning properties, stores, and other businesses. When a white man reportedly tried to collect a disputed debt from a highly regarded Slocum black citizen, a confrontation occurred, and of course, animosity lingered. And to top it all off, a recent lynching in the nearby Cherokee County sparked racial tensions in the Slocum area. When a road construction foreman put a black man in charge of rounding up help for local road improvements, a prominent white citizen named Jim Spurger was infuriated and became an agitator. Jim then spread rumors throughout the white community that there were threats against them and plans for race riots, and by July 29th, white hysteria transformed into bloodshed. When the pressure grew just too great, a collection of mobs comprised of heavily armed white residents from Anderson County roamed the area in groups of 6 to 7 or 30 to 40, and by some reports, 200. The enraged mobs then just started firing on black citizens at will. They moved from road to road and house to house, nonchalantly shooting down blacks wherever they found them. Survivors of the massacre spread the word, and black citizens, they just began fleeing. These angry mobs, they chased many Slocum residents into the nearby forests and marshes, and many of the victims were shot in the back, and several of the bodies, they were found with bundles of clothes and personal items right by their side. Every initial newspaper report on the transpiring bloodshed portrayed the African Americans as the armed instigators, but as we know, people back then, they liked to lie a whole lot. Anderson County Sheriff William Black and Special Deputy Godfrey Fowler arrived to the Slocum area. However, they did not find that angry black mob that was supposedly conspiring to attack the white community. Sheriff Black said, "Men are going around killing Negroes as fast as they could find them. These Negroes have done no wrong that I can discover. I don't know how many were in the mob, but there may have been 200 or 300. They hunted the Negroes down like sheep." All of Slocum's residents were subpoenaed to testify, and those who refused, they were arrested. Jim Spurger and at least 15 other men were arrested for the attacks. Then Jim Spurger and 6 of the men were indicted on 22 counts of murder, but wait for it, none of them were ever tried.